Hey guys, it's Abbie from Make Life Your Runway, and I'm here with a Get Ready With Me. Ooh, y'all look, it's gonna be a spring look using this palette from Huda Beauty. This is the wonderful Mercury Retrograde. This is great for all seasons, obviously, but beautiful for spring. So we'll do, I don't know, not simple, not glam, somewhere in the middle type look. We'll pop this on the eyes, and we have a few face products here that we're gonna try out together, like the Ofra on the Glow palette, which looks like this. So if that sounds like something you would like to watch, then just keep watching. Here we go. All right, I have a pink scrunchie here to put my hair up with. Okay. So for the base products that we're going to use today, there's products that I have used pretty regularly here on my channel. In my last Get Ready With Me, I used like the same foundation. And in my weekly makeup baskets, I talk about it a lot. So part of this we'll just kind of like quickly move through. I have my water too. Let's just do... Where should we start? Okay, we're gonna put on a lip oil from KAB. This one is so nice. So we're gonna throw that on, and then we're gonna put on the Milani Bright Side primer. Next, we are going to go in with one of my Project Pan / Use It or Lose It products for foundation, which is the Milani Conceal and Perfect. This one is in 00B Light. And for concealer, I have the Milani Conceal and Perfect that I like to use on my lids as an eye primer. And I also have another Milani, so many Milani products, didn't even plan that, but Milani Supercharged the Pink Rose Eye Brightener. So we will actually mix these two under my eyes as well. Okay, so the base is done. We're so glowy. Oh, that's so pretty. To help keep the glow, I like using powders that are radiant. So this is the Covergirl Advanced Radiant Press Powder in 110 Creamy Natural. I love this one to help me maintain this glow that we created. So that's what this one looks like. I have recently purchased the Covergirl Clean. This is 110 Classic Ivory. This is like their traditional old school formula with the smell That smell is legendary. Like, I don't particularly love it, but it's here. So I do want to set my under eyes with this first. So I just have this Real Techniques highlight brush. So I'm just going to dab it in here, press in the creases under my eye, and then I want to kind of mattify this area. It doesn't need to be glowy under here, and then I'll take some on my lid as well. But I do want the rest of my face to stay glowy, so we'll use the other powder for that. Alright, so we have the under eye set with this, so let's go in with a powder brush from Bling. Look how pretty these are. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to use that to press into this other Covergirl powder and then press that into my face. And I personally like to remove all tackiness from my face. That's just kind of my personal preference. I'm not a cream product gal. I have some cream products that I want to use with y'all here soon, but that's not like my safety, my comfort zone. You know what I mean? Like, I like to know things are not going to move when I accidentally touch my face. Oh yeah, there we go. Just got a little bit on the chin that we need to work through, and then we are good to go. So there's still some glow, not as glowy as before we set it, but you can still see it shining through, and I think that looks pretty solid. You can still see a little bit of redness because we're not full coverage here, but by the time we do like bronzer and all of that, it'll mostly go away. But we look pretty good so far. Okay, I personally like to do eyes last, so we're gonna go in and finish the face with the Ofra On the Glow palette. I'm gonna use this bronzer first, and then I'm gonna go in with this highlight, and that might be where we stop, but we'll go that route. I like using a pinched in brush for bronzer. This is the Real Techniques multitask brush. So I'll just kind of tap it in. This does have some fallout, so I am gonna make sure the brush doesn't have anything excess. And then I like to start up here and go in my hairline, and I kind of go between tapping and like brushing it on. So I'll do my hairline all the way across on both sides. And this is like easy to blend in, easy to build up. There we go. That looks nice. And then we're going to start bringing it down. I've been starting to do like a little bit higher, kind of like where you might put blush. I don't know. I think it just kind of makes my face more lifted to do it that way. And I know that's like where you put contour, but that's where I've been putting my bronzer. And I do kind of run it down the side here as well. Same on this side. Just a little bit higher up and down the side. You can keep it pretty subtle, or you can build it up a little bit. So I'm going to build this up just a little bit more, still keeping it a little bit higher up down my nose. And then I'm not going to add any extra product, but I will go down my chin and down my neck. Okay, I have this highlight brush from Morphe. I don't even know what it's called at this point. It's pretty worn off. But I'm going to go in with that Blissful highlight. I'm going to tap it in. And this one I'm going to keep super high up on my cheekbone. And I'm barely touching my face because look how intense that is. Then I'll take it a little bit up here above, kind of like the arch of my brow bone. Yes, and then I'll do the same thing on the other side. Top of my cheekbone, barely touching. And then a little bit above here on my arch. Again, barely touching because this thing is pigmented. And then I'll go down kind of the bridge of my nose, but focusing more on the end, and then my cupids. We're going to stop there with this palette. I think the highlight in the bronzer is so pretty, and I really do like the application of keeping it a little bit higher on my cheek. And then we're going to go in with this Hipdot palette. I have not used this before. It's called the Sun Goddess palette. The outside is so pretty, and then you open it up and it looks like this. We're going to go in with this for the blush, and it's called Radiance. It kind of looks like a Luminoso by Milani or a NARS Orgasm type blush. So how I've been applying my blush recently is with like a true like blush brush that's like angled and fluffy. I think it's like a Luxe brush, but anyways, this is how I've been doing my, I keep having this hair fly up. Alright, here's how I've been doing my blush. I take my brush and I just stamp it in, like barely stamping it in, tap it off. So there's not a ton of product, and then I like do that fake smile and I literally just stamp it on my cheek all the way back. Just stamp. And then I keep it mostly here. Stamp, stamp, stamp. And then run the excess back. Ah! Isn't that so pretty? So other side, stamp, 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 tap, here, and then back, here, and back. Isn't that like the most subtle, natural way? I saw someone on TikTok do it like that, and I was like, what? I want to do it like that. And it just makes it like a true flush of color and not as dramatic of a line. I mean, you could still kind of see it. But yeah, that's how I've been doing my face products. I think it just like lifts everything a little bit more. But I like it. Like the glow's back, y'all. The glow's back. It took a second. It looked like it got matte, like we lost some stuff, but we're here. We're back. Okay, it's time to go in with our Mercury Retrograde palette. This is such a fun palette. You really could keep it neutral if you wanted, because you could stay like with the browns and brown on the lid. But I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with like a brown neutral crease, but we're gonna build in some of these like purple colors. And what are we gonna put on top of it? We'll just see what happens. So we're gonna start going in with Crash, and I have this Sephora blending brush, crease brush. So we're gonna go in with Crash. I'm just gonna tap it in, tap it off, make sure I don't have any creases on my lid, and I'm gonna start doing this in the true crease and then a little bit up. I like to have a mirror under me and kind of look down to see the best place to pack the product. And then I have a mirror right in front of me so I can look up and see the whole eye. But I find that this helps me it does get me right in the crease, which I like. So Crash on that side, and we'll put Crash on the other side. Alright, so next we're going to go in with Libra, which is like kind of a pastel purple color. And same thing, we'll start in the crease and then we'll have it move up. Okay, alright, we're looking pretty good. Now we're gonna go into Off Balance next, which is like this kind of pinky purple color. Same thing, gonna start the crease and just blend it up a little bit, but keeping it mostly in the crease. We're not gonna blend up as high as we did on the last one. Just wanna deepen this look. What I love about this palette is it's so easy to blend and the colors look beautiful together, but you can still see the colors. Like it doesn't just become one blurred look. Like, you can see that there's multiple colors in there. Some palettes, when you start layering the colors, it starts muddying up and you can't really tell that you just spent 10 minutes putting on like 4 colors. It looks like it was just one color. So that can be like heartbreaking sometimes. I want to go in with this color Haze just a little bit in the crease. Not too much. I've never done the look that we're doing right now. So we'll see together. Keeping it kind of in the middle. Okay. Settle, settle, settle. A little bit more. Okay. Just a little pastel moment to deepen up the center. That is so pretty. Oh my gosh. So pretty. We're going to stop there. And we're going to go on the lid. And I think I'm looking at these shades. I know I've used Cosmic, which is a more pink color. I think I've used Ultraviolet. I don't think I've used Nebula. Mercury, it looks like I might have got my finger. Yeah, I've definitely used that. So let's go with the one I haven't used. Well, have I used it? Maybe. Nebula, this color right here. We're going to tap that on the center of my lid. Oh, maybe I have used this. I don't know. Pressing it right in the center. Kind of like Halo eye style. But it, I don't know. There's not really anything on this end part of my eyelid, but that's okay. That's okay. Keeping it in the center. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Oh, okay. That's it. That's it. That's it. So what we're going to do is grab a smaller brush. This is a Bling brush. And we're going to go in like this white color here called Super Moon. And we're just going to do that on the inner corner. And actually more like inner lid. I'm going to use the highlight we use on our face for inner corner and brow bone. But I want to blend this. I've learned, for me personally, it's better if I have a lighter color towards the inner corner. It just opens up my eyes a little bit more. So we are gonna do that. I'm gonna grab a smaller brush. Here is another Bling one. And I'm gonna go back into Crash, which is like that more brown color. And I'm just going to run it on the bottom of my lash. Just stamp it there. Just something, a little something, something. Okay. Looks so good. I love it. Oh. What I was gonna do is just kind of make sure that this is blended out around here. At the top. Love it. Alright, so I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to do my brows and mascara. For mascara, we're using Fenty Beauty Mascara. And then for brows, we're going to use the Loreal Brow Stylist. This one is in dark blonde. And then for my gel, I'm going to use the St. Luxe. I have this LA Girl contour palette and I like going in with like the highlight brightening shade here and kind of like cleaning things up, brightening things up. So I go in with this thicker Real Techniques brush and I go underneath around my smile lines all the way around on the other side as well. On my forehead. Then I go back in with the brush I use to set my under eyes and I kind of just stick it right here in the inner corner and here on the inner corner just to brighten that area up. And then I like to go back in with whatever my highlight was in a smaller brush This is the L1 again that we used earlier. And so I'll do that a little bit on my inner corner. And then I'll do it on kind of the arch here. My eyebrows got a little wild today. We're just gonna move past that part. They're a little wild and crazy. I'm going to set my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter. Okay, so the last part of this look, I'm just gonna wear my hair down. Look how long it's getting. But for lips, let's go in with L'Oreal Infallible Pro Gloss in the color Shell Pink. I think this will be nice for the eyes. These are pretty thick glosses. I mean, glosses don't have a huge wear time, so it's not going to stick around forever, but it definitely finishes off this look. Oh, she's so cute. Okay, I love this look. It is glowy, it is spring, and it really shows that you can use this palette in a way that's not so dramatic. You can obviously do a more crazy look with it, but I like how this is just like a little pop of something, but everything else is super neutral. And it's really pretty. My brows, I think the problem I'm struggling with is I'm trying to use up this brow pencil, but the color isn't right for me. It's like too blonde or ashy, but I want to finish it up. So I don't know. It's whatever. It's like not the vibe, but it's not awful at the same time. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you feel inspired to go play with your makeup, try different things, use that crazy palette that you own. You don't have to do a crazy look with it. You can anchor it with some neutral shades and then just pop in some fun shades and go about your day. So, ooh, she's cute. She's natural. She's flirty. She's just ready to go. So, thank you guys all so much for being here. Please subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!